by myself. I'm gonna have other people on. It's just that I'm just randomly doing this shit. So whatever works. I'm just talking and doing whatever. But yeah, today I want to talk about the interesting case of just I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet dealing with uh, just feminism. You know, black people being upset. You know, my people being upset, and just the conditions of things right now. And I find it really really funny. I remember like 10, 12 years ago, and not even, I wouldn't even say 12 years ago. I'd say like maybe 8 or 9 years ago. How old was I? I don't even remember how old I was, but I remember not seeing any videos and I was all over the internet at this time. Like I was on the internet more than almost anyone when I was like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But I never seen anything to the magnitude that I'm seeing now. Like the with guys, saying stuff about women saying stuff about guys, about black people complaining. This is a new thing. Like I don't care what no one says. This shit, I was all over the internet when I was. There were probably some videos of people doing this stuff, but nobody was bashing each other. Like racism, what obviously happened. Feminism, was happening. Men hating on women was happening, but it wasn't happening to the magnitude that it's happening now, because now it's in the spotlight. See, when you blow this shit up, like when you blow this type of energy up in the air for everyone to recognize, that's when you get people to conflicted. That's how you get conflict. Like no one gave a shit about this stuff before. Like for example, the whole Me Too thing. I remember when that first, damn, I was like 15 or 16 when that happened. I think, was I 16? But all I know is that the whole Me Too thing happened, and I remember before that, I didn't hear nobody. I didn't even really know what I heard of feminism, but I didn't really. It wasn't as like it wasn't really a serious thing. And I know that the whole feminist thing has been going on since like 19, like there were feminists apparently in like 1920 and 30s, I guess, but I'm pretty sure it was completely different. But my point is that you know the enemy is so smart, and when I say the enemy, y'all know the people who know. If you know, you know who the enemy is. But the enemy is very, very smart. What he does, he likes to divide us and bring us against each other. So what he did in this example, he brung, in 2014, 15, 16, whatever, he spotlighted fake, this fake hatred towards women. No one hates women. The guys who hate women, they're just bad people. There's something called evil people. Like evil people exist. And if you're a guy and you hate women, you're just a bad guy. Like you're just a sack of shit. Like it's as simple as that. Like no man has any reason to hate women. So the men, these guys who hate women, they gonna hate women regardless of what y'all do. If you putting in the spotlight, oh, respect women, love women, oh, men are dangerous, I'll be careful, not to, you're fueling the fire. But the enemy knew this. See, this wasn't accidental. This was on purpose. This was all according to the enemy's plan. He knows he knows how to grind our gears. He knows how to control us. That's what social media is for. That's what television was created for. Look this up. There's documentation literally showing the creation of television and what it was meant for. Like they literally created these TV programs, they call them programs, to program the minds of people. And this whole feminism, racism, and this victim, and all this bullshit, this is all just programming, to make everyone's minds weak, distracted, conflicting with each other instead of having conflict with the people who we need to have conflict with, which is the enemy, the people who run the world, not just America, the world. America's influence is worldwide, so it ain't just America no more. This is a worldwide problem. Like this enemy is he has control over everything. Um, but yeah, it started out. I remember seeing videos of women talking about, oh, the workplace is hostile. I don't feel safe, and I was just confused because I was like, you know, why would you want to work in a? This is the first thing with the workplace thing that I seen them talking about, the women having a problem with it. I don't know why you would want to work in a place with like 98% dudes. Like, let's say if you were applying for a job and it was like all guys in there, and you seen that these dudes were not, it was cramped up, it's all angry, frustrated. Why would you even put yourself in that? Just walk away. Don't, this goes for everyone too, not just women, guys too, children, men, and women. Don't get yourself in a situation that could backfire. Like, protect yourself. Keep yourself safe. Don't be trying to prove nothing to no one. Oh, I'm not afraid, so I'm gonna stand hedge. Don't do that. Protect yourself. Your life is important. Your what happens to you, can alter your entire life. So just be careful of what you do. Just think. Um, and again, that goes for men, women, and children. Uh, um, stop walking into bad situations with your head held high and too much pride to just, keep yourself safe and walk away. Like, come on now, there's nothing to prove. But anyway, yeah. I seen the whole thing with the money. All women get paid less. Okay, why is money so important to everyone? Like, bruh, see, this is another thing. Like, people, y'all take money too seriously. Again, I'm not just talking to women on this. Everyone takes money too seriously. Keep yourself in shape. Train your mind. Keep your mental and physical up, and be spiritually enlightened. These three things will bring you money. You don't have to chase money, and you don't have to focus on every dime and penny that comes your way. Like, come on, let's stop being so materialistic and shallow about these things. Like, everybody just relax. Money will come. I mean, unless you're just sitting on your ass doing nothing, money will come. Like, and that killed me when I see. I used to always see it like, and I was like, damn, what? I was like, money is that important. Like, relax. Again, this goes for everyone, not just women. Um, but I was saying that was what they were talking about. They're talking about like the whole 77 cents a dollar bullshit, and I was like, bruh, come on, man. Like, let's be honest. Is that really that important? Like, it ain't that important. But and then the whole thing. Now, the only thing that I do agree with the whole, with the safety of women and the whole, sexual assault, um, that does happen. It does happen, and it's horrible. But sexual assault has been going on for how long? Like thousands and thousands and since damn near since the beginning of time. Like, so all of this bullshit that they did, pushing all of this narrative and this agenda that the media and the people in power have with this stuff, not just with feminism, but with all of the other things, it has nothing to do with helping black people. It has nothing to do with stopping sexual assault. It has nothing to do with helping children. Definitely ain't got nothing to do with helping children, because we know children are some of the biggest, even targeted more than women. Well, children are targeted more than women because apparently we already know this for a fact. America is number one in human trafficking, in child trafficking at that. And children are targeted way more. And that's a fact. There's some sick freaks out there, and we need to burn these people alive. Like, these people gotta go. But we ain't worried about that, right? Like, that's not the problem at hand, because everybody's worried about having a dick measuring contest of who gets paid more, or what white people did to them, or what black people are doing. Like, bruh, this stuff ain't important. This is just to divide us. Don't worry about that shit. The main mission that the people who are opposing these wicked people who are in control needs to be to stop them from doing this shit to these children, to regain order to this society. There's no order. Everybody's doing whatever the hell they want to. Like they can just like they're just them. Like it's like they live in their own little world, which can be good, you know, if you're just chilling and you want to keep to yourself. But when you have a bunch of people who are just in la la land and not just not mentally in reality, like it's just not right. And that damages the society when you have too many people like that. And that's just true. It really damages it when you have corporations and people who are like running the flow of money and business and food and pharma. Like when you have those kind of people who are in control, who have that mentality, that's super dangerous. But anyway, yeah, the main objective should be just to protect the children, stop these wars from happening. Like why in the fuck are we trying to go to war with Russia and China? And speaking of China, in like 30 years from now, this probably ain't even gonna be called America. This probably gonna be called Greater China or New Ukraine or some shit. Like this, everything is not going well. And I hope everybody stays safe. And just yeah, let's just. I guess all we can do is sit back and watch. Ain't really much we can do. The citizens, I mean, unless you got the. I remember hearing that, like when everything goes to crap in America, you're gonna have all the country people, all like the rednecks, the real patriotic rednecks. They gonna be the first ones blazing them soldiers down. If China like invaded here, they gonna be the main ones blazing them. But but yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, yeah, pretty short episode today. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Hope I didn't offend anyone. but but yeah, I'll make another one tomorrow. And hope you guys have a